Welcome to Astro Rahu channel English. I'm your host Vishal Sathe. Today we are going to discuss for the Sagittarius ascendant what happens when Venus comes in the 4th house in Pisces. Wherever Venus is in a horoscope, that is the area where you really enjoy life. So here Venus is in the 4th house, and this is a mixed position actually, because there are certain very superb aspects of this placement and some unfortunate ones as well. I'll discuss both. What happens here Venus is the 11th lord. Now many a times I have seen with this placement in the home, that is the 4th house, many big shots usually visit with this placement. This placement, Venus gives a very big home, not necessarily every time, but it has the capacity to do that. It gives a lot of financial resources, vehicles at home, and the home is very beautiful if the chart, other things support in the chart. And many social networks, friends, circles who are big shots, they visit the home. This also I have seen many a times with this placement. But this is not just the thing. Along with this, there is also an element of dispute which the home attracts, because here Venus is also the 6th lord. Here the problematic part begins. I remember a consultation I had probably last month, and in that the subject had the same placement, and I asked him that is there any cause of dispute at your home? The subject denied. Then actually, as the consultation went on, then he came up that my parents actually, they keep on fighting, and this has been the problematic part in my especially home environment and all this. And I said, see, look, I asked you at the first place, was there any dispute or something at home? Is there any cause of dispute at home? You denied, and now see. And it is every time actually, because this is very logical. The energy actually, the 6th house energy is attracted in the 4th house, and there is some dispute of some kind. It can also be in the form of some kind of philanthropic thing. Many a times I have seen such placement in people who are into philanthropy, or who are yogacharyas, etc. So in that case also, all people who are in need of support or are in need of healing, they visit the mutt, which is the 4th house over here of the particular yogacharya, and due to that all the 6th house energy comes in the 4th house. This, in this fashion also, this Venus can express itself. I'll give you another example. This placement also you can see in many politicians, people who are related to politics. Here also the same thing happens. All the party workers will turn up at home for periodical discussions, etc. And all the dispute they carry, they also bring that dispute at home, and all sorts of private meetings and political discussions go on. There are also big shots who come and visit at home, and also they also bring in a lot of money and a lot of 6th house dispute also. So this is the energy which Venus brings in over here. And again, there is also one more problem with this placement, that the placement of Venus in Pisces. This is also a mixed position depending on actually how the individual is, because Pisces is the 12th house energy, and 12th house is very malefic. It is malefic if the person goes towards bhog. If you want to enjoy the goodness, the material part of life, then 12th house is going to be malefic. 12th house sign also many a times is malefic. But if one does meditation regularly, then this 12th house energy, this Pisces, suddenly turns into a boon for this person. I tell you, if one meditates, the lust is literally destroyed in the same fashion as you take a sword and cut a piece of curtain or cut a piece of cloth. Doing meditation destroys lust immediately. And what happens then? Then you, even if you look at the opposite sex, the person will feel that I don't need to think sexually about the opposite sex, and I'm happy with enjoying the universal oneness of this cosmos. This is what actually Venus does in Pisces. Or else, if the person is very materialistic and has this placement, then what will happen, I tell you. Then we are looking at a person who is kind of dissatisfied, whose expectations, because Venus is that energy we expect, especially for males or even females. Venus is that energy. Venus is, because it is the original significator of the 7th house. So Venus expects, Pisces is an excellent creativity, a creative sign, and it is very high class creativity. Even if this is also one of the features of this placement, because this person will be very creative, and whenever he creates something, it will be high class and very beautiful. And but that is the that thing brings in problems in relationships, because his expectation regarding his spouse will be very high. The spouse should be very beautiful, like she should be like this and this and this and this, but actually such a person doesn't exist, not in this plane. It might exist somewhere in the heaven, but this is what happens. The expectations are so much that the person, he gets disappointed in life, in relationships. This can also happen unless Jupiter is really classily placed. So this was my analysis on this placement, Venus being placed in the 4th house in Pisces for the Sagittarius ascendant. If you like this episode, don't forget to press the like button, and please do share these videos. This is very important for me. Until the next episode, this is Vishal Sathe signing off for now. Bye.